Hello, I'm Maynard Eaton, and welcome to the first edition of Georgia Power for 2017. Joining me, my guest is a former Birmingham gang member, an Alabama State Trooper, a chess champion, and the founder of Be Someone, Orrin Hudson, Orrin Checkmate Hudson.
Thank you.
Welcome to Georgia Power.
Thank you, Mayor.
Be Someone, what is that about?
Be Someone is a program dedicated to teaching young people to be givers, not takers. You cannot get arrested for giving. You only can get arrested for taking. There's four types of people in the world: people that subtract, people that divide, people that add and multiply. God's first instruction to the first couple on earth was be fruitful and multiply. So I'm teaching children to multiply value and to be fruitful by bringing value, service, contribute, help others.
And you do it through the game of chess, or the chess game of life.
Yeah, teaching them how that don't play the blame game. Black and white is the same. And that you win or lose based on the decision that you make. It's not the government, it's not taxes, it's me, oh Lord, standing in need of play. So it's no blame in this game, I'm responsible.
You were just named, this past week, a community hero based on the game of chess?
No, I think the real heroes are the people who are helping Be Someone do what we do to help young people think strategically about their future, and we're always looking for more people to support our work. But I'm not nowhere near here. I'm a servant. I'm all about giving and helping others and sharing with others that it's about helping and being of value to other people. It's not about me, it's about we.
But the Cobb County chairman, commission chairman, Burl Ellis, gave you this award, community champion,
yeah, he did.
Community hero.
Yeah, he did, and I thank God for Burl. Burl heart is bigger than Texas, and he and I are he knows what I'm about, and I hate he's out of office, but because I wanted to start a chess program, I'm hoping I can do it with the next administration, because Burl Ellis knows my heart. He knows what I'm about. He had a pulse on what I was doing, but I just hope Michael Thurman can bring me in to do something for the Cobb County, because I'm a two-time world speed chess champion, and I'm wanting to translate what I know to the young people so that they can think and add value to the society instead of taking and robbing and carjacking and breaking in people's homes. And a lady said she had to sleep in her home with one eye open and one eye closed because they broke in her house so many times. So we got to change that. We got to teach young people to be givers.
And chess can do that? And if so, how? Why?
Chess teaches you that you're responsible for your moves that you make, and then don't blame anyone else. I'm responsible. And it teaches you if you make a smart move, you get a smart result, that nature is neutral. Don't play the blame game, play to win. Make good moves and you will get good results. Be a giver, help other people, make good moves, and good things will happen.
How did this start with you? Again, a former gangbanger?
Yeah, I was making...
Then an Alabama State Trooper?
Yeah, I was about 14 years old, and I was following a follower. These kids, I came from a large family. I had 13 brothers and 13 sisters. And
you have 13 brothers and 13 sisters?
No, I have 13 brothers and sisters.
Oh, okay.
It's 6 and 6, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's 6 brothers and 6 sisters. I'm a middle child, so I'm number 7. So it's 13 and 6 brothers and 6 sisters. And I came from a large family, and now we was hungry a lot. And so this guy came up to me with a lot of snacks and honey buns and cookies. He said, you want this, you break it the truck like we do, and you can have all this. Follow us. And I followed them, and we break it truck. We did that. We sold inner tubes and stuff like that. So I was following a follower, and a teacher by the name of James Edge told me, hey man, you following a follower. Let me teach you how to think for yourself. And I said, what do you mean? He said, well, I can show you better than I can tell you. And he pulls out a chessboard and showed me how to play chess and how to think things through. So I learned this game when I was about 16 years old. And now I'm just paying it forward, teaching young people that you're better than that you're not a thug, that you're a champion, you just don't know it yet. I wrote the President Barack Obama open letter, you can Google it on the internet, and it was saying, Mr. President, our young people are not thugs, they're champions, they just don't know it yet, because I was one of those thugs who were doing crazy things by following the follower. So I'm teaching people how to change the game, be a leader, follow a leader, and be a leader.
What is it about, I'm sorry, I'm not a chess player, what is it about the game that changed your life, and you say you've changed other countless other young people's lives.
Well, it's because the queen on the chessboard, the queen is the most powerful piece on the board, just like in life. And if you make smart moves, you get smart results. And pattern recognition. Pattern recognition allows you to plan, prepare, position, and predict. Once you know the pattern, you become a prophet. Once you become a prophet, you can prosper. And I show children how to prosper by recognizing pattern. 2, 4, 6, 8. If it has a 3, it's American spread. 4, Visa. 5, MasterCard. 6, Discover card. That's a pattern. Once you know the pattern, you can plan, prepare, position, and predict, and prioritize, because you know what comes first. The right move is not the right move unless you make it in the right order.
Now, did chess teach you that, or is that something you've developed on your own?
That's chess, man.
Your poetry.
I was playing 59 people at once, and a reporter said, "How can you beat 59 people simultaneously?" And I said, "I look at the board, I see the pattern, I make a move. I look at the board, I see the pattern, I make a move. This game is over." And I show children, this game is over. Here's the pattern. Now, here's the beauty. Whatever I do, you can do. Chess doesn't care who you are. It don't matter where you come from. It don't matter where you were born. It don't matter what you have. Nature is neutral. If you make the same moves I make, you get the same results. The board doesn't care.
Is the game of life much like chess?
Yes. Yeah, because if you're good at what you do and you bring value, you win. But here's the key. Excellence won't work. Here's why. Excellence won't work because the competition is global. I competed in the World Open Speed Chess competition, and I showed up. I flew to Philadelphia. I showed up. I lost 8 straight games. My game was excellent, and what I learned from that is that excellence is garbage. Excellence doesn't work because everybody in the room is excellent, and when you're competing against 63 countries in the World Open, if you show up, excellence doesn't work. You got to be better than next. You got to be LeBron. LeBron James is amazing. What that means is he can show up on any NBA team. He started. I'm cutting whoever we got. I thought, we had. I thought I want LeBron James. I will cut my son and bring in LeBron. I may get cut. I'm gonna get flack from his mom, but I gotta cut my son because I want LeBron James.
But everybody can't be amazing, can they?
Yes, you can, because everybody.
Certainly not in basketball.
No, not in basketball, but in something. Everybody was born to be a star at something. The purpose of your life is to discover it. Now, you discover it by trial and error. You find out what you love to do. How can you serve people on a big scale? And people will give you feedback and let you know how you're doing.
And how are we doing? How do you think our young people are doing today?
We could do better. We got to do better. A friend of mine, his name is Tom Jones. He was doing a report the other day on carjacking. And when he gets there to do a report, someone do a live carjacking while he's on the property. So we got to do better. We got to teach people to be givers. We got to teach people to serve and teach people that it's all about helping others. It's cancel your agenda and help other people's agenda, and you'll get everything you want on your agenda.
Orrin Checkmate Hudson. We're doing Georgia Power, first edition for 2017 with an inspirational young man. We'll be right back. Hello again, I'm Maynard Eaton, and you're watching the Georgia Power Show. And I'm pleased to have as our first guest for 2017, Orrin Checkmate Hudson, a chess champion. Checkmate means what in terms of what you do?
Checkmate means you win, and it's not over until you win. And here's what I've learned. When you help others win, you win. And so that's what I do. I put others first. A lady called me at 1:30 in the morning. She said, I've called every agency in Atlanta trying to get some help for my son. I need someone to volunteer to help my son and sign a court affidavit for the judge so that he won't be incarcerated. And I took the call, and I said I'll help her, and I helped her. And a reporter said, why would you take a phone call at 1:30 in the morning? And I said, a full-time soldier sleeps with his boots on. It's not about me, it's about we, and it takes teamwork to make the dream work. So checkmate means you win, and it's not over until others win. We gotta help others win.
And then what do you get out of that?
I get a thrill out of helping people. I love it. I mean, it's like, when you help people, you catch them off guard. And they go, I'm gonna help you. The lady said, well, you don't even know what it is. I said, doesn't matter, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna do everything I can to help you. Why? Because when you win, I win. And I get a kick out of helping people, because at the end of the day, it's all about helping others.
We saw you when we first came in. You were music playing, rhyming, poetry. Did you make up all these songs and sing?
I created a song called Be Someone, and I created a song called Get in the Game. Yeah, I'm just trying to connect with people. Meet people where they are before you can get them to go where you want them to go. I can't wait to help. I mean, I love helping people and I love teaching the kids because I'm transferring what I know so they don't have to make the mistakes I made.
But helping kids, you helped a lot of young people. 50,000, did you tell me?
I've trained over 50,000 kids, but my goal is 1 million, so I have a long way to go. I maxed out my credit cards doing what I'm doing. I got a bounce check the other day, but God is good. You know, I just keep going, and I need people to kind of help me.
You've trained 50,000 young people in chess or the game of life?
The game of life, to be totally honest with you, because it's not about competing in tournaments. It's not about that. What I'm teaching children is how to recognize patterns and how to be a giver. The pattern that I teach them to give first, give second, give third, and walk away, because what you give comes back multiplied. What you take also comes back multiplied. So it's best to give. A friend of mine told me her daughter went to Walmart, stole a small some product, and ended up having to pay $1,000 fine. You know, you steal a small product and then you pay $1,000. So we got to teach children to give first, give second, give third, and walk away. Why walk away? Because things take time to manifest. You're not going to get any harvest right away, but it will come. Just keep doing it.
Now, you're a former Alabama State Trooper.
Yes.
Who now says, I was born to do this.
I was born to do this because I love it. I love it. I'm volunteering here today, and I volunteered last week. I love it because it's you making the world better. Because people see that it's not, you know, when you give and help others, it's making the world better. I pray to God that no student that ever been in my camp would rob anyone, because I'm teaching them to be givers and to serve others. Because once kids get that when you give, you get. The giving starts the receiving process. The word love means to give without expecting anything in return. We got to teach people that. Give without expecting anything in return. I painted this lady's house once, and she said, "What did I owe you?" I said, "A cold glass of water." She said, "What? Nobody does that." I said, "That's why I do this."
True. It is a little different, brother.
Huh?
That is a little different.
Value.
You said something earlier. Again, I'm not a chess player.
Value.
But you said giving up your queen sometimes you can win.
Yeah. Magnus Carlsen just won the world championship match in New York. I was in New York, and he made millions of moves on the board. But he made a move that was crazy. He set his queen on an empty square where he could take it with a pawn or the king, but either way the game's over. Now, 1 million people would have looked at that and nobody would have saw that. But that's how you win. So the beauty, and here's the pattern recognition. The pattern is sometimes you got to give up your most precious resource to get to the next level. And that's why I volunteer, because that's giving up my precious resource. Time is more valuable than money. And oftentimes I volunteer and give up my precious resource because I know I'm planting a seed and I'm helping these children win.
But you can get young people, hip hop generation, millennials. I don't see you have young people here playing chess. I don't see a telephone in their hand. I don't see a digital gadget. I mean, is it making a difference for young people?
Yeah, it's making a difference because they do, if they do what I do, they get the same result. And they see how I do stuff, how I handle stuff. And nature is neutral. That if you do what successful people do, you get the same results. No one's better than you, and you know better than anyone else.
You have a catchphrase called catch.
Catch is king.
Explain that, please.
Knowledge, attitude, skill, and habit. So I teach children how to cash in. Get the knowledge, K for knowledge, A for attitude, S for skills, and H for habit. And once you get this cash is king. And this is really what it's all about. I started my program because 7 people were shot in a robbery in Queens, New York for $2,000. And I said to myself, evil prevails when good people do nothing. So I started a program called Be Someone that teaches young people to think it out instead of shoot it out. Brains before bullets. Get your head up, get your pants up, get your grades up, and the big one, never give up. And you know, we got to change the game. We got to teach people to be givers. And to Be Someone, the name Be Someone means, I came up with the name Be Someone because Abraham Lincoln, his mother, her last 2 words before she died on her deathbed to Abraham Lincoln was Be Someone. And even though Abraham had failed 8 times running for public office, right, he took those 2 words, Be Someone, all the way to the White House and became 16th President of the United States. And I'm on assignment now to empower young people to be someone.
Are you taking this to the White House as well?
I'm taking it to the White House. I told CNN about 15 years ago that there will be a black president. And people looked at me like I was crazy, but it's true. He became president because nature is neutral. It doesn't matter. If you make smart moves, it doesn't matter who you are, what color you are. If you make smart moves, you get smart results. Barack Obama is a brilliant guy, and he's got a chess game that's out of this world. And
does he really?
And when you play chess, you learn patterns, and pattern recognition is the key to success in all fields. Let me repeat that. Pattern recognition is the key to success in all fields. Once you know the pattern, you can prioritize, plan, position, prepare, and predict.
And that works for all phases and all professions?
It works in everything. The weather, it works in doctors, it works in the kitchen, it works with everything. I mean, once you know the pattern. Let me give you an example. I went to a function the other day, and I had VIP parking. I was parked at the very front. And I said, how in the world did you get your car? I said, the pattern. The pattern is I get there an hour before everybody else. The pattern. At a certain time, traffic backs up. At a certain time, there's no traffic. Once you know the pattern, you can predict everything. I'm a prophet because I see what's going on. People don't understand when you give and you help others, the door opens. The door opens.
People want you there.
Yeah, they want you. Mr. Jones, I'm gonna show you how to win the lottery. Okay, yeah, I want to hear that. Off the blank, I'm gonna show you how to win the Super Bowl. What? I want to hear that. See, that's value. So once you create value for people and you help people, then you win. You cannot win unless you serve others. Now, I got this idea from Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King said there's a new definition of greatness. He said, if you want to be great, you got to be a servant. And so here's the key. Serve people. Serve people. And
servant leader, they call it.
Mm-hmm. And if you serve people, you'll be great. There's a new definition. And he got it from Jesus. These people came to Jesus and they said, Jesus, we want to be on your right hand, one of us will be on your left. And Jesus said, no, you got it twisted. The greatest among you shall be the servant of them all. So serve, meaning you be great. So serve people.
But you're more than just a chess player. I mean, you seem like an inspirational leader. You have all these catchphrases. You speak well. I mean, you didn't get that from the Alabama State Trooper Academy.
No, I didn't. I didn't get that because I'm always learning. And I'm in pre-K. I tell my students I'm in pre-K. So one of my students who's a state champion, his name is Aaron Porter, and he said, Coach, you told me you were in pre-K 20 years ago. I said, I'm still in pre-K. I'm never going to get out of pre-K. Well, I take that back. I'll get out of pre-K in about 50 or 60 years, give or take. But you never get out of pre-K. And I'm always learning. I'm always reading. And when I get done with you, I'm going back to my dungeon, my library. I have over 800 books. And I'm always reading and learning, trying to get better.
So you're a self-taught man?
Basically, I have no high school. I have nothing but a high school education. However,
really,
I think Disney hired me a while ago because I have a PhD. But when I sign my name PhD, it's public high school diploma. I hope Disney don't find out that's a PhD. The movie The Queen of Katwe came out in nationwide, and I was part of the Disney team that helped train Lupita Nyong'o and a few other people. We did something in 4 cities with the Boys and Girls Club. I just hope they don't find. I hope they never find out that PhD was public high school diploma. Orrin Hudson, PhD, public high school diploma.
Tell us about Be Someone. This is a non-profit organization.
It's a 501c3 nonprofit, and it depends on people like you to help keep this thing afloat, and donors and sponsors.
You need some help.
I need some help, serious help, and I love what I do. I love it, and I need help.
Help to keep you afloat, or help to keep teaching this next 50,000
Well, it's
kids?
not about me. It's not about me. It really is not about me. It's about, I'm going to be totally honest with you. All the resources that I've had, I put into the program. I haven't really take anything out. I put stuff in. So it's about what can we do to reach more kids. I'm tired of watching the news, carjacking, breaking. These 3 dudes broke in this woman's house. She goes in the closet. They go in there and kill her. Come on now. We got to stop this nonsense, man. And I'm committed to being a foot soldier fighting ignorance. Our biggest ignorance has never changed. And our biggest ignorance is people are taking instead of giving. That's the problem.
And you think chess is a way out of this mess?
It's a pattern because they're going to teach them to think first. Think before you move, because there's sanctions, repercussions, and consequences for everything you do. And if you pull a gun on a police officer, your life is over. Don't do it. 6 magic words. Take time to think things through, because one move could cost you your life. One move could cost you your game. On move 12, the IBM computer lost 1 pawn against Gary Kasparov, the world championship at that time. And the IBM computer couldn't recover. It's over, game over. The computer made a move, and Gary, I was talking to Gary, he said, well, I knew I had the computer because I make a move, the computer make a move. I make a move, the computer, and he made a move, the computer didn't move. The computer like, what? Then he threw the computer out, because the computer, when he was making a move, it would move. He make a move, it would move. And then the computer didn't move. The computer didn't know what to do. So that's how we win. We got to catch people off guard. We got to throw them out of their element, and we got to be amazing.
Orrin Checkmate Hudson. Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Be someone.
This is Georgia Power. I'm Maynard Eaton. Thanks for joining.